Imagine a time when there were no people, no animals, and no trees. It is hard to believe, but this was the reality of our planet about 4.5 billion years ago. The history of the Earth is a long and fascinating story that scientists have pieced together by studying rocks and fossils. It is a tale of fire, ice, and the incredible evolution of life. In the very beginning, the Earth was not the blue and green planet we know today. It was a ball of hot dust and gas floating in space. For millions of years, the surface was incredibly hot and covered with volcanoes. There was no air to breathe, and it was a very dangerous place. However, over a long period, the planet began to cool down. This cooling process was essential because it allowed water to turn from gas into liquid. Eventually, it rained for thousands of years, creating the vast oceans that cover most of our world today. Life did not appear immediately. It took a long time for the first tiny living things to form. Scientists believe that life started in the oceans around 3.5 billion years ago. These first creatures were very simple and microscopic, like bacteria. They were important because they started to produce oxygen. Before this, the atmosphere did not have the oxygen that animals and humans need to survive. Slowly, the air changed, and this allowed more complex forms of life to develop. About 540 million years ago, an event called the Cambrian explosion occurred. This was not a real explosion with fire, but a sudden increase in the variety of life. The oceans became full of strange and wonderful creatures. Some had hard shells, and others looked like monsters from a science fiction movie. Over time, life moved from the ocean to the land. Plants began to grow on the rocky ground, and soon, forests covered the continents. Insects, which were much larger than the ones we see today, flew through the air. Amphibians, animals that can live in water and on land, started to explore this new environment. One of the most famous periods in Earth's history is the time of the dinosaurs. For millions of years, these giant reptiles ruled the planet. Some were gentle plant eaters with long necks, while others were fierce hunters with sharp teeth, like the T-Rex. They lived in a warm climate and dominated the land. However, their reign came to a sudden end about 65 million years ago. Most scientists agree that a massive asteroid from space hit the Earth. This impact caused huge clouds of dust to block the sun. Without sunlight, plants died, and the dinosaurs could not find enough food. They eventually died out, leaving only their fossils behind for us to find. The extinction of the dinosaurs was a tragedy for them, but it was an opportunity for mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded animals with hair or fur, like dogs, cats, and humans. Before the asteroid hit, mammals were small and hid from the dinosaurs. After the dinosaurs disappeared, mammals had the chance to grow larger and spread across the world. They adapted to different environments, from freezing ice to hot deserts. The Earth's climate continued to change. There were times called ice ages, when large parts of the planet were covered in thick ice. Many animals, like the woolly mammoth, evolved to survive in the cold. It was during these changing times that our ancestors appeared. Early humans learned how to use fire, make tools from stone, and work together in groups. This ability to cooperate and think helped humans to survive while other species failed. Today, we are living in a new chapter of Earth's history. Humans have built huge cities, invented amazing technology, and traveled to space. However, we are also changing the planet again. Pollution and climate change are serious problems that we must face. Just as the Earth changed in the past, it is changing now. We are responsible for taking care of our home so that future generations can enjoy the beauty of nature. In conclusion, the history of the Earth is a story of constant change. From a hot ball of rock to a home for billions of living things, our planet has gone through many stages. By understanding the past, we can learn how to protect our future. We are just a small part of this long history, but we have a big role to play in what happens next.